All right, so we're just going to do really quick updates because there hasn't been a lot of new information given in terms of people coming from Ukraine and those programs, unfortunately. So just quickly, a review. We talked about this last week, but they are issuing the counterfoil-less single entry visas. And so again, that's going to be like a document, a piece of paper, a letter, instead of having the actual physical stamp inside your passport. So the government has confirmed that it's only if you are coming from one of these 6 countries, so Poland, Germany, Slovakia, Hungary, Austria, and Romania. So that's only people there are going to have that options. They're suggesting that if you get that type of visa, you have a direct flight to Canada because it's not like a normal travel document, but that may or may not be possible, but that's their suggestion. A further note that it's only going to be possible for Ukrainians to have this counterfoil-less visa, not actually family members who are not Ukrainian. So in those cases, you might get one family member that gets the counterfoil-less visa and the other family member needs to wait for the actual visa to be put in the passport. Now, they have said that you can ask for the visa, the actual normal visa, instead of the counterfoil-less one, but that will take between 1 and 6 weeks to get, so that you will have a delay in order to get that type of document because you have to actually send in your passport. They have to pull it out of the courier and put the stamp in, and mail it back. So it's a bit more of a process than just getting the letter. They posted on the government website, and I think I sent this link in the WhatsApp group, but if I didn't, Katya, make sure that we have it. But this was in their announcement, and I think it's a good chart to help people understand what we're talking about. What's the difference between a normal visa and a foil-less visa? So the one actually in your passport versus like the letter. So again, here at the top, they're just talking about who qualifies. So for the foil-less one, it's only the Ukrainian nationals. So it's going to take a little bit difference in processing time. Again, if you're eligible for that foil-less visa, you're going to get it faster because you don't have to submit your passport. The major difference is that the counterfoil-less visa is going to be for single entry to Canada. So it's like a one-time use kind of thing. Whereas the visa that goes into the passport is a normal kind of document, and that will allow you multiple entries to come in and out of Canada if you needed to. It's also, there's also a difference in how long they're going to be valid for. So if you get the letter or the counterfoil-less visa, that's only going to be eligible for 6 months. So that means that you'd need to come to Canada within that time period, or the document will be expired. Whereas the physical visa in the passport will last for 10 years or the duration of the passport validity, if that's shorter. So to get the physical visa in the passport, of course, you have to send your passport in. So that's the difference in process. If you get the letter and you get the counterfoil-less visa, you just get the letter and then you're done and you're ready to travel to Canada with that document. If you submit the passport, of course, you have to wait to get the passport back. So this is a good chart to look at to kind of understand what the difference is between the two documents. And I just wanted to, we looked at this last week, but I wanted to put it here again, just so people have a little bit of an idea of what it looks like, what this counterfoil-less visa looks like. It looks like a letter. So this is just a sample. So you can see at the top, it's saying travel document, country of issuance, Ukraine. So apparently they have issued them to some people actually in Ukraine, which is a bit strange because they need to leave the country to get out of the country. But and then you'll see here, it's got counterfoil at the top. And so it really is different than the visa, which is a stamp inside the passport. So I just wanted you to see that again. The only other update that I have is that we talked about last week some of the travel requirements and what you need to do because of the COVID related restrictions to come to Canada. So a slight update that as of the 25th, April 25th, if you're 11 and under, you actually don't need to have the pre-arrival COVID-19 test if your parents are vaccinated. So, so that's a difference because before we were only talking about being under 5 years old. So just a slight difference, but helpful for some kids that might be coming. And so that's really all the updates that I have, unfortunately. So we'll probably just do some questions, but I just wanted to put those in a PowerPoint so everyone would have them to refer back to.